You're from somewhere.
Well,
blah, 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 blah,
connected.
blah. Oh, my hair's in my way.
Yeah. Hi.
Hey there. That sounded so desperate.
I know.
It was like, hello.
Hey. God, did you
Hi.
remember us? Hey,
Do you
guys.
still think about me
You still think about me?
as much as I think about you?
Do you dance with my dogs in the nighttime?
Dude, Alyssa needs to stop listening to Stir Fry.
It's so good.
Stir Fry by the Migos.
Dance with the dogs in
This
the
nighttime.
It's so good. I don't know why. I'm really into rap songs now.
We had to listen to it today.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Oh.
Okay.
Package got delivered.
So,
Or your package.
exciting news.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, welcome to Timey-Wimey
Welcome to
Talk.
Timey-Wimey
Sorry,
Talks.
it's been a while.
We're just out of practice, a little rusty.
Out of practice. I mean, the new season is finally coming up soon. Thank goodness.
We're very excited.
We're so excited. And then we're really planning on filming regularly about this new up-and-coming season.
because the episodes are coming out. Because we were like talking about it. We like wanted to film, but at the same time, we're like, oh, we don't want to do another, I don't know, episode review, because it's like, you know, we do those over and over and over.
Over
And
and
they're
over again.
fun, and they are fun, and we like them, but it's like, we want to give you guys something, I don't know, that you want to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, this is exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the new up-and-coming season.
Mm-hmm.
We watched the trailer. When is it coming out? In June?
I think so. Correct us. if
It's
we're
coming out
wrong.
sometime.
Yeah,
and
it's
we're
coming
going
out
to be
this year.
ready for it.
We're
We're going
ready.
to become ready for
We're ready.
it.
We watched the trailers just now. We watched, because I saw a clip of it. His Shooty Gatwa's interview on The Tonight Show.
We made it on Jimmy Fallon, guys. We
Yeah.
made it on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, no, we're in the background. If you guys look close enough,
Yeah.
we made it.
We
Personally.
made it too.
Mhm.
It was us.
No, but I just saw the clip of Ryan Gosling wearing the Doctor Who shirt. I thought that was cute.
I
So
know.
we
Oh
watched
my
that
god.
movie,
So
too.
we found out that Ryan Gosling is a huge Doctor Who fan.
Yeah.
Who
didn't
would
know
have
that.
known? I wouldn't have known.
No.
I'm like, guys, we have a chance with Ryan Gosling. We do.
We all do.
We all have a
We
chance
all
with
do.
Ryan Gosling. The
If
time we
you were
want to talk
wondering.
fans. We're like, Ryan Gosling. Dude, maybe he's watching right now.
Probably.
Ryan, if you're watching this, you have a chance with us.
Yeah, I know it's an honor. So.
We can talk about Doctor
Yeah.
Who for hours.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, actually. No, but it was, honestly, we watched the trailer number 2 first, and I was sitting there like, and then Tiara's like,
I was a little bit underwhelmed. Look,
She was underwhelmed.
we
But I
watched
was like, what is wrong with you?
we
It
watched
looks
2
so exciting.
trailers. There
Yeah.
was like 2 trailers that they dropped.
Yeah.
Just kind of just little clips from each of them.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa was super excited. I was like not as excited. I know with trailers, I never watch trailers, mostly because I hate to be spoiled. So I'm not a trailer person.
I get that.
I'm just watching the trailers just so that we can talk about it with you guys.
Yeah.
But I definitely like more of the Doctor Who episodes that are slower and not action-packed, which is why Alyssa's reaction was completely different than my reaction, because in the trailers, obviously, they want to show
Like the
all the exciting
Yeah.
parts of what's going to
Well,
happen. So that makes sense.
the part where he's like floating in space, I was like, what happens? What happens?
I-
It's so exciting.
The only reason I wasn't like super excited about it, because I'm not into like the action-packed episodes where it's like action-y or action everywhere. I'm more in like, you know, like the midnight episodes or like the storytelling episodes where they're like chilling and they're just kind of like solving like
Yeah.
a local mystery
Vincent
where
and
it's
the
not
Doctor's your favorite.
it's not
I feel like-
so galaxy-wide
Yeah.
issues.
Well, and that's good. That leads us into one of the points that we were like, we're kind of reading up on it too, because like we're reading on theories of what people think the season's going to be, and people are saying it's kind of going to be more focused like on Earth, is what you said, right?
It's going to be focused on the fact that they can't return to Earth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they're trying to get back to it.
Apparently they're trying to get back to it. There's something wrong with the TARDIS from what we can see in the clips. And I'm not sure if they can't return back to Earth, because at one point they said they were in 2007. But all we know is that the companion somehow can't get home, and she somehow seems reluctant to like want to be there.
Yeah, like she doesn't want to be there.
But I
Sorry,
definitely
I'm gonna clear this notification.
like more of the episodes that are kind of like, super chill, just like in one place, the storyline, not like galaxy wide where we're in space fighting monsters and stuff like that. But it does seem like there's a couple of them, especially like the cartoon episode. That one I was excited for. I was kind of hesitant about that, mostly because I feel like Doctor Who, now that they have like all this animation budget, you know what I mean, where they have like probably, I don't know, all the Disney resources to all the like
they're gonna make a Doctor
cool
Who Disney movie?
anime tech, but it just doesn't seem as real to me. Like, to me, all the old Doctor Who episodes, I don't know if it's because they didn't have the budget to it, it wasn't as like extravagant, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't seem out of touch with Earth and our time.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like how's that gonna happen?
You know what I mean? Like the whole like cartoons and like the music and the maestro. It was like something that we know couldn't exist on our Earth. Well, you know what I mean? It didn't seem realistic.
Like logically.
Yeah, logically.
How it doesn't get talked about day to day kind of thing.
Because I feel like a lot of the concepts in Doctor Who are still like space-time relative.
Yeah,
where this is
science.
It's more science-based. Where now, as this theme, like we know there is gods in the Doctor Who universe, but they don't mention them. You know how it's like in our universe, like people believe in God, but it's like we don't see the man. You know, like he doesn't. Yeah. It's not like he's fiddling in our. They're not fiddling in our like lives.
And honestly, I don't think it's such a bad thing that they're kind of moving that way. I think it took a bit. They started to do it last season, and it took a bit for us to swallow, right? I'm sure, along with you guys. But honestly, like, to be a timeless show, you have to make improvements. And, you know, you're seeing, like, the Minecraft movie just came out, by the way, in case anyone was excited. I'm going to see it on Sunday.
The Minecraft movie?
Yeah, so, no, but, yeah, there's all this CGI, all this, like, this playing in, like, different universes and, like, cartoon stuff. Black Mirror's coming out, too. I'm excited about that.
Love on the Spectrum season 3.
I'm watching it right now. Not to I actually enjoy like watching that, but
Love on the Spectrum is so good.
It really is, and it's like it kind of like left a bad taste at first when I was like, are they infantilizing these like?
It is hard to like draw a line between them like showing it to like. Kind of like make fun of their struggles,
but then at the same time,
use it as entertainment.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think they're really trying to help them find love.
Well, and also that one of the girls, Abby, the like big popular.
We're talking about love.
Oh, true. Anyway, let's just finish it. She like makes hats, and because of that show, she's able to sell more and more and more, and she found true love or whatever.
Also, I feel like this does relate somewhat to Doctor Who because I feel like a lot of us as fans, not saying me in specific, but my father, who loves this show, is on the spectrum.
Oh, no wonder.
He's autistic, and I feel like we have a lot of autistic fans out there. You know what I mean? And it kind of
like Doctor Who.
And that show, Love on the Spectrum, really, like, for me, it helped a lot of people recognize that, like, my dad has autism, and people will be more, like, you know, sensitive to him when he's doing stuff and it's like getting frustrating for him. Like people can like actually point it out when he's like struggling. You know what I mean? So I think it is a great show because now like people are actually noticing like, oh, okay, they're not getting super frustrated at random things. They're just, you know, it's just like a sensory issue.
You started that thought with how it relates to Doctor Who.
I did, because I said we have a lot of fans that are a lot of fans like my dad who, you know, are autistic because autistic people love sci-fi.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like, you guys love sci-fi. And there's
because
not a problem with that because it's great. You guys have great, valid interests. You know why? Because you're logical and I like that about you.
Yeah, no. I was like, swipe up. No, I definitely think like there's something so, I think, beautiful and intricate about Doctor Who that like a lot of, you know, autistic or people with different abilities like about the show. I don't know, what do you call that?
Is an ability.
What do you call that? It's not like neurodivergent.
Yeah, neurodivergent people.
Yeah. So I think it's a really good show for everybody, really. And you can sit down and watch it with your family. So I think they do a good job, at least from the trailer. What I'm seeing is like they're going to be doing a good job of like kind of keeping it rooted, but also it seems really new to
It
me.
is very like an evolved version of Doctor Who.
Yeah, like it's evolved. Yeah, it's regenerated.
A regenerated version of Doctor Who.
Why is my brain so slow today?
What a good
We
word
need more
to
caffeine.
use. See, my issue, I think, like as I was saying with the whole gods thing, it's like now it feels like the gods are playing. It's not just
Like they're running the show?
It's not just like these robots or these bad guys or the aliens from outer space that are coming in and fiddling with things.
Mm-hmm.
It's the bigger beings now that are coming in and fiddling with everything on top of that. And I kind of liked when we just didn't know what was going on in that other side of the universe.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, based on the new trailer, I think maybe they're kind of pulling away from that. I know you said that there was going to be like one more god or something. And
it seems like
Susan Twist too, but
yeah, from what we kind of read, from what they theories from Reddit, basically they said that we think that they're going to reveal another god, that we're not at the end of the gods. Mm-hmm. And we can see from the trailer with the cartoons, it seems like there is something wrong with a god and reality and stuff mixing together,
I'm so
which to me would have to be a god.
Yeah, no, I think so. And so it's probably going to be like one god for this season, so I think we'll be happy with that, because like last season it was just like, here's the god of this, here's the god of this, here's the whole freaking pantheon, and then you're just kind of like, well, is the show about the Doctor and his companion and their little fun adventures anymore, or is it just these gods rule over this subsect of life and this part of life and this part of life, and they're controlling their destinies or whatever? Mm-hmm. I don't really kind of like that. I like when it kind of feels like, you know, because the Doctor knows this, because the Doctor did this thing with his companion, that's why the day got saved, or that's why this event happened, or whatever. They figured it out. Also, I feel like things are less logically explained when you're introducing these gods. Like before... Yeah, because it's kind of like, oh, well, it's just that way because it's just that way because they're the god of music and they can just, you know, make music everywhere. And that's just how it is, and you have to accept that. Whereas the past Doctor Who episodes were, you know, the adipose, which are the fat people, and we have to dissolve them and do this, and then... Well, they had the bogey monster. It all, like, comes together at the end, whereas now it doesn't have to come together at the end because it's a god, and it doesn't have to make complete sense because are gods really even real, you know? Like, we can't see them, but... And that could be our preference, that it leans more on logic. It could be our preference. But that's the way it's been done. My preference is that it goes on more logical concepts, and so I just like feeling. I'm not a fan of, you know, like Jimmy Neutron, like brain blast. I like the brain. I love the brain blast, and we can figure out the brain blasts with them, which is what I like. But when it's dealing with gods, there's no brain blast because it doesn't 100% make sense because you can't 100% explain parallel, like, or not parallel universes. You can explain parallel. Joy turned into a star. Exactly. Like, you can explain parallel universes, but you can't explain this whole god complex. That's you just can't explain. Other episode reference. The God complex. The God complex. Which was cool, but also one of my lesser favorite episodes, the God complex, because it was just like, oh, he's just a god. But it also was kind of, I liked how they did it that episode because the god was physical. He was there, and it was like very, like, I don't know, like tangible. He was just like an ancient being or whatever who eventually was like worshipped as a god or whatever. Not like, well, this is the god of music and they're just controlling music and they have their powers from How do you feel about the cartoon episode? Because now they're going into two-dimensional, which we've had episodes where they get sucked into kind of like a web reality, you know, with Missy and the Doctor, where she's the master. Yeah. And they suck people through the little TV people's heads and stick them on the TVs. Right. So we kind of had that. Magpie Electric. I don't remember the name of the episode. So I guess it could happen with the whole cartoon animation things, and then they turn into a cartoon. We just haven't seen it to that degree where Yeah, like it kind of just transcends reality, and the whole reality gets changed into 2D cartoon flatness or whatever. But I'm really excited for it. I think that's super cool. I hope they do it well. I mean, it's Russell, so he'll probably do a pretty good job. I hope he brought on somebody to help him out with it, I'm sure. But no, that'll be exciting to see how they do it. But it's also like playing with realities. Like, oh, so is there like a cartoon dimension that we just have no knowledge of? Like, have never had any knowledge of? And somehow maybe with the TARDIS being broken or whatever, you saw that clip where he reaches out his hand and it kind of goes like this or whatever. Like, reality's broken. Yeah, reality's broken and things are like mixing somehow. And then we also see an episode, like a game show episode, which we've seen a couple times in the Doctor Who universe game show. You are the Winkiest Link. Goodbye. Yeah, you are the Winkiest Link. Goodbye. Or the one where Jack had a gun in his booty. Do you remember? No. It's like they're on, it's the first season. They're on like the satellite and it ends up being like the Bad Wolf Corporation or whatever. But I think it's like the finale of season 1. Two-parter, and they all get transported, the Doctor, Jack, and Rose, and Rose lands on the weakest link with like the robot or whatever with all the questions. Yeah, the question. And then Jack ends up on like this makeover show. And, they're like two robot ladies. Yeah. he hit, I don't know, it was really fun and cutesy. And so it seems like there's like another game show episode that we have here. So that's really cool. I think it'll be fun. The reason that I'm so excited is because the trailers made me like feel things, Like, I don't know, it just seems very fresh and because they talked about how the companion, it doesn't seem like she really wants to be a companion. Like, that seems pretty cool. I don't think that's ever happened before. She probably is just like she's stuck being the companion. Yeah, she's like, I want to go back to my life. Like, what are you crazy man? Which is valid, because if you think about it in real life, if you had no knowledge of Doctor Who, no nothing, and then this guy comes down in a wooden box and he's like an alien. Especially it not being your choice. Let me take you away from your home and your timeline and everything and just put you in these dangerous situations. I really like the part, I think it was like a voiceover or something where he's like, I'll save you. And she's like, you can't promise that. And she already knows that. And I like that about her. I like that she's a realist. Yeah. Where she's not having this rose-colored glasses like Ruby does, where she completely 100% trusts the Doctor and she'll just throw herself into danger because she's young and just thinks she's going to live forever. This, like, the Doctor is like giving this new companion false hope, and she's like, don't bullshit me. Yeah, like, for real. I like that about her. Tell me how it is. Tell me how it is. Well, because that's what I complained about with Ruby, is that she just did not like fantasy care that she was in danger all the time. Like, it just annoyed me. I was like, do you not understand the gravity of the situation? Girl, you're 19. Grow up. It's not like we're not saying it makes sense for her character though, because yes, she's 19 and she was an orphan. She's just 19 and naive. She does, have a family. Granted, she's not in the worst situation in the world. I have a better life and I'm grateful for that, but like, I feel bad for her, but like, and I'm sure that was really exciting for her, but yes, it pissed us off. It pissed me off so much. Or like, you're gonna die. What do you mean? Why are you like not caring? Why would you sacrifice your life for this dude that you like just met? He's like a random alien who comes down. You've known him for like 2 months or something at the time of whatever episode. I don't know. So this fixes my problem with the old companion. This new companion is a realist, doesn't really care to be with the Doctor, and is telling him, look, sir, mister, you think you know it all. You need to get me home. Like, I know you think you're all cool and stuff, but you can't promise me shit, and you need to take me home right now and figure this out. For real. Speaking of Ruby, do you want to talk about what the theory is about her dad? Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so people think that her dad is going to be Roger Ap Gwilliam, and you said, or A.P. Gwilliam? I don't remember. He said that was like a translation of the son of William or something, right?
Yes.
Son of William.
Mm-hmm. And that
William?
he's gonna be like this future prime minister, which I don't know where did this come from?
Oh, this is from 70 something yards. 73?
Oh yeah, 73 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he was pretty important, but they never really did anything with him. So, I mean, I think originally, yeah, people thought that it was going to be explained in the second season, which also, you said a lot of things are going to be answered in this season, which is good.
Yeah.
Which, again, brings it back to the Minecraft movie. Because
brings us back to Minecraft.
Listen, this is going to prove, Doctor Who Season 2 is going to prove Russell T. Davis's point. So, everybody was hating on the Minecraft movie. Oh. Everybody was, because they were like, why are you dropping people, like real people, into this like CGI cube Minecraft world? Valid. Honestly, I was hating too. Not online, but it came out yesterday. Yesterday for us is April 4th. And everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. And now everybody online is like, wow, I can't believe that I was like shit talking or whatever. And I'm like, see? I was like, we just have to have faith in our boy, Russell T. Davis.
Okay, I really do have to have you right. I need to have more faith in Russell T. Davis because
he's gonna bring it home.
We were like really all of us, even you. Don't even lie to me.
Do you hear that?
I was like, I hear you lying to me right now. Even you, I'm looking at you, didn't like this last season because we didn't think any of the answers to the previous seasons were answered. And we were like, what is this finale? We got no answers. We got some like snowfall or whatever.
Yeah, I'll let you finish.
Russell T. Davis said, wait.
Mm-hmm.
You impatient. Hold up a minute. You impatient bastard.
Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now. I'm gonna play devil's advocate right now because at the same time, I think that good TV. This is my personal opinion. I think in good TV, one season of a show, you shouldn't leave a bunch of unanswered questions. You should have a solid season. Like, have y'all watched Breaking Bad? I feel like that is like the perfect example of, it's just banger after banger season. Every single season, it just built upon the last season. It left questions, like cliffhangers, but at the same time, it didn't leave you every episode being like, huh?
So you feel like last season left you just like, huh?
I think it was too many questions unanswered.
Too many questions were left unanswered to the point where we weren't satisfied with anything that we were shown.
Exactly.
Because we were all just confused.
Exactly. And that leads to like, we're rating this last season 1, like kind of like, whatever. And it's hard to adjust, of course, with a new doctor. A new everything, a new style of show. It's on Disney freaking Plus. You got different requirements now, I'm sure. Yes, it's hard to adjust, but at the same time, you could still answer some questions and leave some excitement for the next season because, yes, leaving questions in your first season will drum up excitement for the next one. However, it didn't
work in the last season.
Yeah, it also can act as a detriment and kind of be like, oh, well, is it going to be like this? Like, especially, it's on Disney Plus now, a bunch of new viewers, whatever. You want to draw people in with, like, good, solid shit. Like, I'm really passionate about it.
Do you think that Russell T. Davis found the responses to, like, our underwhelmment of the first season and was like, shoo, I better answer some things because I left, like, a lot of gaps.
I was actually wondering about this. I was thinking about it a little while ago.
He was like, all right, you guys hated me. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. I was like, I think he's been a TV writer, producer, whatever, long enough to understand that he can't take it all like to heart or whatever. And I think he kind of has a vision of where it's gonna go and probably was relying on that, just so he didn't kill himself or anything like that. Because honestly, if I were like running that show and I'm very passionate about it and everybody disliked it, like, or a majority of people had problems with it, I would be like, what do I do? I gotta quit. Well,
especially when it's such a loved, long-running show.
You gotta do
people
justice.
like when you have a show that's been running for so long, people have this sort of expectation, like such a high expectation, such loyal fans, like who've been watching it so long, and we will eat you alive.
Yes, and it's not to come without like, yes, we understand that not everything can be accurate and exact and reference this classic episode from 30 years ago and still be accurate and correct in the timeline or whatever. I get it, you know? I think that from where it's been and where it's come, it's been a good progression.
It has been a good progression.
It's been
just hold on,
done
guys.
well with it.
Hold on.
Just, yeah.
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait this out.
Yeah, and like I said before, I'm really excited, and like you can see, we're very excited about it. So it's like, I think compared to last season 2, it's just, I don't know, it's nice to be filled with hope. You know, it's really exciting.
And Mrs. Flood is supposed to be back in the house. We see her in the trailer. So people have this theory that Mrs. Flood is the god of stories. Apparently, I didn't notice this. You guys might have noticed this. We did not. That Mrs. Flood has been wearing a lot of past costumes from previous companions.
Or I think, similar to their clothing or something. No, I didn't notice that either. And I'm very detail oriented. I was like, ooh, really? I mean, maybe it was just in this new season. I can't remember what Mrs. Flood wears, honestly, because all I remember is that, like, in the first season finale, like, the white snow outfit with her, like, parasol or whatever. That's the only outfit I really remember. She was, like, in the Bridgerton episode, though, too. What was it called? Rogue. She was in Rogue. She was, like, in the dresses, and maybe because of the timeline, she wasn't wearing a similar costume or outfit or whatever, but I think that's interesting. I don't know. What do you think? Like,
it's good that Mrs. Flood is still in there. We're still gonna get some news. Apparently, the actor who played Mrs. Flood said that this season's gonna reveal a lot about her.
I don't think that she's the god of stories. I think that she is the doctor's granddaughter.
Okay.
And not just because her first name's Susan, but because if she's wearing, like, what if she found the doctor after all this time, you know? And I didn't watch Classic Who with, like, her season 1 or whatever. I assume she's a Time Lord too, or Time Lady or whatever. I am assuming that. So I'm assuming that she's lived forever. But I think that she finally found the doctor, and she's kind of been, like, you know, following him around, like, dropping herself in his stories, and is wearing, I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't blame her if she's gone a little cuckoo. You know? maybe she's obsessed now.
Maybe she's just like gone crazy. Maybe she has daddy issues.
Yeah, maybe she's wearing his companion's clothes because she was always like, that was me originally, or that was me first, or like, oh, see, I can be that person too, or whatever. I don't know. It's a possibility.
She's just crazy.
Anything's possible when reality's disrupted.
Okay.
Who knows?
How do we feel about this somewhat Clara-esque story where in the new companion, similar to Clara that we've seen, that we've seen Clara in a past episode. No, not Ruby. We've seen Clara in a past episode, and then the doctor tries to figure out where he knows her from, and why are you always showing up in my timeline?
Yeah.
And this is the same thing where
she was a soldier.
She was a soldier in 73 yards, right?
Yeah.
She was a soldier? No. In Boom. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, in Boom. She was a soldier in Boom, and now he's like, you're from somewhere, blah, 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 blah. And so, how do we feel that this is like kind of a copy of Clara's storyline?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Tell me what you think about it.
I'm not sure how I feel about it. I don't know if this has to do with the somewhat, what happened in Clara is that because she goes in the doctor's time stream to save him, which is why he keeps seeing Clara. Whereas here, it's almost the same thing where something like in reality and like.
Well, I
intermixing.
What I thought they were gonna do actually was, because it was the same actress, right? And then we heard that she got announced as the new companion. I thought they were gonna do a thing like with Amy or with Martha, where like with Martha, like, oh, that was my cousin, or with Amy, like, I don't think they ever really explained, or they said something like her ancestor was in
that was my great granddaughter.
Yeah, something like that. I thought that they were just kind of going to write it off. So it's interesting that they are doing that kind of Clara thing. I don't know how she could be connected. I was kind of theorizing as we were watching the trailer of like Boom is in the future after she's gone through her adventures with the doctor, and then somehow
she gets left,
and then she has to pretend she doesn't know him or something because she's like, in order to like save his life, she has to.
Oh, I like that theory. I like that theory because technically Boom is in the future, and this girl somehow can't return home. Maybe she's the reason why she can't return home, and something with the time parallel.
She might have
vortex.
She might have to pretend she doesn't remember him because of the corporation or whatever. You know, the ones that like made the weapons and like the ambulance or whatever, the Triad Corporation. S-Triad, I think. Maybe she has to pretend she doesn't know him so the corporation doesn't find her out. Maybe she's in hiding or something, pending the doctor saving the universe somewhere else at the same time as Boom takes place. I don't know. It's cool to think about.
It is cool.
Let us know what you guys think.
I'm really pondering that.
Yeah.
Because it's not the same as Clara that she keeps showing up. Yeah. We've only seen her that one time. Mm-hmm. So it almost does seem like somehow they're going to make it as she has to get left in the future somehow. Mm-hmm. Because we've only seen her that once, and it would make sense that the doctor wouldn't recognize her because the timelines wouldn't have like matched up 100%.
I think it would be really cool if they like they have an episode for season 2 or whatever, and then like during this new episode they like have a scene and it cuts to her perspective on Boom or something, like, you know what I'm talking about, like or after the doctor leaves the planet, like how she lives on the planet before he comes or after he comes, or,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like you know, you see like the Doctor and Ruby like blurry in the background, and then you see like her perspective and her scenes or whatever.
Yeah,
that could be cool. But again, it's just a theory. Or I mean,
it's
to be a theory.
It's cool. It's exciting to see how they're going to use that in this new season. So it would be interesting to hear your guys' takes on that.
For real. Sure. No, and I think we're decently excited for this. I mean, it. I hope you guys are excited too. Like,
I think Alyssa's more excited than I am.
Very excited.
I'm excited to start Timey-Wimey talks again.
Me too.
And get into the episodes.
I was very excited. I made sure I'm excited today and everything. It's gonna be fun. I think that there's just so much, like, you know, as the years have gone on and we got last season or whatever, I'm like, what's left to talk about? What adventures are left? Like, what can they do? And then, like, I see this trailer and I'm like, it just feels new. And it feels like
a lot of new storylines.
Yeah.
We don't have...
It's really impressive.
I would like to see them bring back some of the old, the Daleks, the Cybermen.
Billie Piper said she wanted to come back for, like, a season or something, or not a season, like an episode.
I know it doesn't seem like it would be this season, because I'm sure they would be like, Billie Piper's gonna be back, and we would all just like eat that up.
Well, for sure, like, that's how everybody watched the special. Was, Donna and
David Tennant
were
back. We're like, okay, we're here.
And
we're present.
I'm thinking, oh my god, they're just doing this so that everybody watches, and guess what? Everybody watched it. So you know,
and. What else was I gonna say? So yeah, I do want them. Oh yeah, you said that one of the new episodes could be kind of like based on midnight. Is that true, or like a midnight-esque concept?
Right. Oh my god, I forgot about this. Yeah, I was like looking on Instagram, and some clip or something of one of the new episodes was people were saying it could be a sequel to Midnight, which I don't like that.
Oh, okay. That's Alyssa's favorite episode, by the way. We reviewed that episode.
We did. Check it out.
A great episode.
It's really good. It's the best episode.
Go watch it.
I tell you why And
I
Tyara
tell
comes
you
around
why.
to it too, because it was flying low on her radar before.
I
that.
honestly forgot about that episode.
Yeah. And me too, before I rewatched it like a year ago or something, or like 2 years ago.
It doesn't have like any monsters in it that like draw you to it to like make you remember, which is why you don't remember it as much, but it's a very good conceptual episode.
And that's why I don't like the idea of a new sequel, because you see in this clip or whatever for the episode, I think, I'm just trying to remember it on Instagram, and yeah, it's cherry picking, it's a little clip, but at the same time you see a monster, and I'm like, if this is a sequel to Midnight, I don't want it, because what I like about Midnight is that I don't freaking want it, because if you rewatch Midnight or you've seen Midnight or you know what it's about, like one of its biggest draws to me is that it's, you never know what it is. And you can always think about, like, you just hear it, like, banging on the side of the walls. There's something so scary about that. So, like, deeply, like, being afraid of, like, the dark or, like, an unknown noise or, like, whatever that thing is running towards us. Like, what is that? Oh, I didn't quite catch it. Like, it's really creepy. And I like that. And I don't want it to be answered, I guess.
I want them to bring back the demon thing in Hellbent. If we're gonna bring back demons, bring back that.
The hybrid
with
right?
No, not the hybrid. Not Hellbent. Sorry, I'm literally mixing it up.
Are you thinking of Satan's Pit?
Satan's Pit. Sorry, I want Satan's Pit. That demon. If you're gonna bring back all the gods, bring back that one, because that one was scary AF.
And we thought that it was going to come back because Russell told us to rewatch that episode for the season finale last season. And
that guy makes Sutek look like a clown.
Sutek is his dog, basically. That's how I thought about it. I was like, that's
it just
the one
is like a little pet toy compared to this giant,
like he
humongous
had to get lost
thing that's chained.
Underground, like
do you know how
9,000 miles.
Sexy that is for a freaking demon to be locked underground for like 10,000 years?
I was like, I watched Doctor Who for the plot. Honestly,
it went hard.
Well, that demon was like huge and muscular.
Yeah, it was hot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were just like, let him out. Let me see what he can do.
Let him out. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Wait.
Do it.
Don't let him out. What are you talking about? Doctor, you're crazy.
Let that man out. I want to see what that man can do. You know, like, Sutek was the most pathetic demon
he
ever.
whines and cries and dies.
It was pathetic. It was honestly so pathetic.
Nothing.
Bring out the big muscular guy. Bring him out.
Funny.
I want him to come out. Like, that would be a challenge. It's just like, you lead up to this whole season. It's like, the big bad demon's gonna come out. And he's just like, Arf! And you're just like,
I know. Remember when we were like, "Oh my god, this episode's gonna be like crazy."
Oh my god,
and then
look.
Yes, I know the episode was like mostly about other stuff, but you know when you finally face Sutek and it's like a 2-minute long battle and you kill him with a dog whistle and a leash. What were we waiting for? You know. So
embarrassing.
Maybe Big Bad will come back. I think that was I forget his name.
I want him. What?
It's literally Satan. Like he's literally Satan.
Yeah, it's literally.
So if we're talking about gods,
that's what I'm saying. Bring back Satan.
Why did Russell make us rewatch that one again? I don't remember.
I don't know. Russell made us watch a whole bunch of episodes before the finale, which I'm like wondering if they're gonna like somehow bleed into this like new season, the episodes that he wanted us to watch.
Well, then he should have told us to watch them.
You shouldn't have told us that. Yeah.
I don't know. I sounded angry. I'm not really that angry about it. It's just like we are very passionate about this show and we like to share our opinion. And so like if we're gonna do it and you're gonna make me excited, then you better deliver me the Christmas present and not Joy to the World. That is not a good Christmas present.
Oh, Joy to the World was not a good Christmas present.
It was fine. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't. I didn't hate it or anything. I'm not angry, but
this new season, Russell, better pop off. Questions better be answered.
The endings have been rough. That is kind of
the endings have been rough.
Is like the episodes, they do pretty good. They're pretty okay. But
if you're gonna like make a very intricate like storyline, do a 2-parter.
Yes,
Do
please.
a 2-parter.
That's also what everybody's been asking
Yeah.
for, is longer episodes or multiple episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And some people don't like that. They think it's like cheese and they don't want to do it. But
it's like cheese.
Yeah, like
it's like cheese, toe cheese. No one really wants to suck it.
Stop. But yeah, no, if it's gotta be a 2-parter to tell the story, please Disney, please let that happen. Because like you can see, Mr. Disney is watching this right now. I don't even know who CEO of Disney is.
I don't know.
It's probably just family born and bred for years and years upon years. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Please let Russell do what he needs to do.
Let him cook.
Let
him cook.
Please.
You know?
Yeah. And I think then if he's allowed to do what he needs to do and also gets checked by other people, because sometimes he doesn't, I won't get into it.
No, what were you going to say?
Well, sometimes I think he forgets that he can't do some things, and I think he's very strong a lot of the time, Russell is. But of course everybody has flaws, where I think somebody like Stephen Moffat kind of picks up the pieces of like creating big sweeping feeling stories, but at the same time then Moffat kind of can't connect it or close it, where Russell then picks it up and fix it. I think that if they were to run it together, it'd be kind of the dream team.
It would be the dream team.
That's kind of always been the dream, if they like got married and then like Doctor Who was their baby. That'd be so cute.
Did you hear that? Alyssa's shipping you guys.
Yeah.
Doctor Who can be your kid. This is your purpose.
Because we're all your children too.
Exactly.
When it's like Doctor Who, when you your favorite child,
become so good at something, your life isn't yours anymore. It's ours.
Yeah.
You're living for us.
It's mine.
It's not about you anymore.
Don't you understand? It has formed who I am as a person today.
Mm-hmm. And you are responsible for my happiness now. You're responsible for all of the Whovians' happiness.
Yeah. Do you get it?
So
do you get it now?
Your life is just made for us.
It's true.
And our purpose is us.
It's so true.
It's to feed us.
Yeah. You're AI and we're Elon Musk. Yeah. You can think about that for a while.
Yeah, it's never going to make sense.
I don't know. But yeah, no, I think Russell is a really good showrunner. He is really good, but I'm just trying to remember my specific gripes. I don't remember now. But there's just like some things where I think that he falls flat, which is understandable because like not everybody can be perfect. Like Flatline. Yeah, exactly. Or the cartoon. Yeah. No, yeah. I'm very excited.
Anyways.
I think it'll be good. I think it's time to close it out.
Yeah. We'll close this stuff out. We will see you guys for the next season.
And thanks for watching today.
Thank you guys. We'll be back for the next season.
Y'all are still here.
Yeah, by the time we come back.
Yeah, and we'll be releasing more often. You know, we're on a more relaxed schedule, and I'm trying to become a manager soon at my job, so I'm putting in the work, and it's just like
let's put in overtime.
Yeah, and I'm like one of my manager's favorites. I'm very sure, which is understandable.
She's like, I'm well liked, just so you all know.
Just so you know.
Just so you know.
I'm popular in real life as well. I'm just kidding.
We love that for you.
But anyway.
Alyssa's like, so I don't have time for you because I have friends in real life.
Yeah, I gotta go get my bag and and get my millions of friends.
Gotta chase this shmoney.
Yeah, for real.
But anyways, we hope you guys have a good life. We're so sorry about the stonks. They're not doing really great right now.
Yeah, the stonks.
If you're in the stonks, that's not a good time for you.
It's very sad. It's very sad.
So we hope this show is better than the stonks.
Yeah, hopefully this gives you a little more positive feeling, because we feel very positively about the upcoming season and about Timey-Wimey Talks and about you guys.
And we're so excited to be back with you guys again and film regularly and have regular things to like talk about. It'll be so fun.
I really had a good time today. I hope you guys did too.
Yeah.
And we'll check back with you later. Subscribe, hit the like button, turn on the bell if you want to, because we'll be posting more. So that bell will be ringing.
Ringing off the hook.
Trust. Okay.
We'll see ya.
Talk to you soon. Bye.